Bascome, earlier today, the Baltimore Blast announced you as the new head coach. Um, Obviously, a new venture, a new challenge for you. Your thoughts on first the approach of being named the coach, and then you taking on the task.
Well, I guess I must apologize to you, Mr. Earl Basden, because as the head coach, I should have on my jacket and tie. So I will apologize for that, but I'm sure you can let me slide. Yeah, so once everything started to materialize, the club had called me. They did give me a call. And my first initial piece was to turn it, I turned it down. I turned down the position. And I have so many things going on. I wouldn't, when I take on a position, I have to take it on at 100%. I have to be very clear, and I'm very focused with that, especially to continue with the coaching climate that we built here, myself and Danny. So when I figured everything out, I actually sat down with, with all the groups I'm working with, try to figure out a plan, and then I threw my name back in the hat. And here I am, here I am right now. And my biggest thing now is that the transition, not so much for me from being an assistant to coach, because the one thing special bond that me and Danny had, it was that there was so much was being offered on both sides. We was, from the planning, some of the pieces, he always was asked for my support or information. The key now is that it's the players being now getting comfortable hearing my voice a little louder, as I would say it, because it will be, a lot louder, right, than what they hear now, and having to handle that. So that's a different piece that they're going to have to deal with.
Have you had that talk with the players as of yet? What has been your message to them?
Yes, well, I've known that I was going to be in this position, for a little bit, well, not too long, but I have actually reached out to a couple of the players, a couple of leaders, and I explained to them. And the first thing I asked them, are you okay with me being your leader? Okay, and that's the question I asked, because I don't want to be put in a position where if they don't want me there, right? Because I may not be the right fit. And it was positive feedback. Then I let them know what our next step's going to look like, what the cultural shift's going to look like, the expectations, the accountability, the new pieces that, I'm going to be implementing. So they was very positive, and on board. So that it's been good in that. So now it's a matter of preparation for me.
All right. Well, I know this is all just happening. You've had a chance to get back home, be with the family. But when do you think things will start to roll over, as far as, because in the release it stated that you'll be getting with the general manager and the backroom staff to talk about a team, because obviously there's players out there that you guys can use and so forth. So how soon do you think that process will take?
That's been happening. That has been happening. Yeah, that's because I've been here all this time. So that has been happening. Me and Danny, we actually last year, once we finished last season, and that was only about 2 months ago, we actually put everything for what's our needs, what it's going to look like. So those pieces was already happening. Now it's a matter of execution into that area. And that's what we started last week, started to, some executions. The biggest thing now is that when can we, going to be talking to players outside, okay, our team. So that's what we're waiting for. Find out, okay, what date that's going to be, for players who's actually, who have finished their contracts on other teams. What does that look like? When can we talk to them? So that's where that bar is going to be shifted. Then you got the other conversation is that when we're going to start, okay, with the COVID-19, what that's going to look like. So those are all the decisions that the league office is going to be making. The MASL is going to be making. My focus is that I have 4.5, 5 months, okay, to prepare. And right now is that I have to start. Work has started for me. Work has started. The skeleton of the group, what it's going to look like, the direction I want to play, at the end of the day, I want to win. And that's the end. That's it. I want to win, and I will be putting a team together, okay, that will be, have that same mission. And they have to, this is going to be my group. A lot of our players will be coming back. Okay. So that's what. So it's actually a good position, but it's going to be a new transition for them.
How much will you be leaning on your brother's experience as a head coach, just for words of advice, words of comfort? I know you've been in an assistant coach position, but now to be the person in charge, how much will you be leaning on both of them actually to get some advice, get some? Am I doing it the right way? Am I doing it how you would do it in this way, in this climate, in this time?
Yeah, that's the one good thing about me is that the first thing I do is build an implementation team. My implementation team is going to be my support system. Okay. And what I want to do, because we're in this 21st century, right? I want to take everybody's experience. So I'll be calling my brother, and I'm always picked his brain anyway. Every year I've been up here, I always pick his brain about something. It's pulling that, so we have that relationship. So yes, there will be conversations with him. If it's indoor, outdoor, I don't care if I was playing beach soccer. Yeah, it would be the same thing. Need no hurry. Harvey has a great connection with his players. You see, especially what he's doing with the cricket players. So, oh yeah, and they're my older brother, so they're gonna tell me what to do anyway, right? They're gonna give me some advice. But no, I've been in this game for a long time. I've been in this game for 28 years. Okay, it's basically everything's based on systematic. It's structure. The flow has to be well, and then you got to get the players to commit. Right? There's a difference between coaching and managing. Yeah, we have to be a good manager, and when you're a professional coach, it's a different look than being an amateur coach. Yeah, because you're dealing with players who you're paying. And there's an accountability there. There's a great accountability on the coach because you've got to pick the right players.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck. Like you said, you have 5 months, but that 5 months is going to go really fast. Once you get the go ahead, I guess, from the league as to when you can start talking to outside players, and then when you can start getting your players together to come up with a system that you want to play that's going to be successful, we'll be back in touch with you.
No, I appreciate it, yeah, and I'm sure that when you heard that I was going to be the coach, you're probably figuring how you can be my target player. I think you have the size for it. I think I'm seeing you. Yeah, strong build. For that position.
Mr. Bascome over.
But just in case any players that have any interest, just listen. Don't go. You don't have to go through all around the world to try to get a hold of me. Just go to BaltimoreBlastCoach@gmail.com. That's it. Just send your resume, send your videos, send your stuff there. Okay. And then gives me a chance to break everything up. But please don't just think, oh yeah, let me just get his number and text him, because I'm very busy. That's your best way to get me, to connect with me, to view everything. Yeah. This is a process. Okay. And then there's battle for me to look at you that way. Okay.
What's that email again?
Yes, it is Baltimore Blasts coach@gmail.com. Yeah, the Blast has an email for me, and I said, this is let me just stay with this one. I can put it on my phone, make things a lot easier. So Baltimore Blast coach@gmail.com. So please drop me because I know that's probably what some of you are just thinking. This is an opportunity, and yes, it will be an opportunity, but don't get upset if the word no comes out. Yeah, don't take it personal. Okay, there's a standard at the pros, and nothing has changed. Okay, but what you have now is a direct access. Okay, to me getting to view it, and giving you my honest opinion.
All right. Again, good luck and congratulations.